and welcome to Spit Take. My name is Rick. Man, that sounds echoey. My name is Rick. My name is Rick. And here is my co-host, Adam.
Hello.
And my guest co-host, Steph.
I'm going to kill you.
So I'm going to be in and out just for our thousands of fans the next couple weeks, probably more in, but I got a lot going on. So I know you guys watched some show and you guys want to talk about it. And yeah, you guys take it away.
Yeah, we so over the weekend we discovered a show called All Her Fault. It's playing on Peacock right now. It's number 1 on Peacock. So my wife actually discovered the show, and I watched the trailer, and we decided to sit down and binge it over the weekend. It's about 8 episodes, about an hour each. About an hour each episode. It is a crazy ass story. It's based on a book, and it's based in Chicago. So essentially what happens in the story is a wealthy family from, I think it was Winnetka. They have their son.
It was Wilmette.
Wilmette. You're right. It was from Wilmette. So a wealthy family has their son taken from them. And this is like in the first 10 minutes of the episode, they dive right into it. So the mom shows up at this house where her son's supposed to be on a play date, and the woman who owns the house is like, hey, I don't know who your son is. I've never heard of him. So she got sent to a seemingly random address. And this woman's just like, I don't know who it is. And she's like, I'll help you and everything. They call the police. They try to figure it out. So the kid's been kidnapped, and they're assuming it's for ransom, but no ransom call comes in. And it's basically the story of them looking for this kid and trying to bring him home. But that's like the first half of the season. There's a lot of things that you discover about the family. There's some secrets that they're hiding from each other. And I don't want to say too much because it is a lot of twists and turns. And I mean, the twists keep building and building as the season goes on. So again, I don't know, crazy story. You really just have to watch it. I can't, because like there's not much I can say, without spoiling too much.
Yeah. So I watched it because you were raving about it. And I do love kind of like the mystery, thriller, psychological thriller type of shows and movies. And, the first episode, I was like, what is going on here? I mean, I was texting Adam. I'm like, this is it. Like, I figured it out. I pinpointed it. I didn't at first. And then as it went on, I kind of figured it out a little. But there were so many different twists and turns that you're just like, oh, I was not expecting that. Episode 8, the last episode, because it's only 8, was insane and diabolical, but in the best way possible. So I really got into it. I think I watched all 8 episodes in the last 24 hours because I was like, I need to see what happens, because it just kept getting crazier and crazier. Really highly recommend it. The one issue that I did have with it, though, is that being from around that area, I don't know if the author is from Chicago or just chose different suburbs to pick on, but she mentions, or in the book, the cops go to Vernon Hills and they say it's middle of nowhere. Well, listen, I'm going to tell you. It is not the middle of nowhere. If you tell people you're from a northern suburb, usually you'll be like, oh, Vernon Hills or Gurnee. Those are the two that everybody knows, because Vernon Hills has a lot of shit in it. So I had an issue, and Adam and I said, if we can get a hold of the writer, I forget her name, Maggie, I think.
Yeah.
Maggie something. We would love to get her on the show and ask her why the hell she was writing about places that she didn't know about.
Yeah, it was because me and Sarah said the same thing. We were watching it because they find the kidnapper's abandoned car over in Vernon Hills, and it looks like an abandoned industrial area. And I was like, that I don't even think that exists over there, because me and Steph grew up one town over from Vernon Hills, and that whole area is just like really well developed. They were like, yeah, the only way somebody could have like picked her up, the only way she could have gotten somewhere is if somebody drove her, because it's a very abandoned area. And we're like, what are you talking about? Like, so it was funny because you're from the area and you're like, yeah, it's nothing like that. So, but the story, like I said, has so many twists on it. And it was funny as you were texting me stuff, and you're like, yeah, so this is what I think is happening. I'm like reading it to Sarah, and I'm like, she has no fucking clue what's about to happen. And we were like kind of laughing at you a little bit, like she thinks she knows, but like we did the same thing when we watched it. I was like, oh yeah, this is what happened. This, and then every episode I'd be like, oh no, this is how it happened. And then I'm like way off by episode 8.
Well, I was partially right when I said who it was.
Yeah.
But the reasoning was a little different. But then I did kind of figure it out. I think episode 6 is when I started thinking about who and why and what. And I don't want to give away anything because it just came out. But it's like listen, if I could predict that, I would be doing so much better in football and all of my bets, and I'm not. But it was
because you
very
bet
well
against the
done.
Bears.
What?
It's because you bet against the Bears.
I don't bet against the Bears. I don't even bet on those games because I never know what's going to happen.
That's your mistake. You didn't bet on the Bears. Now the Bears play Black Friday against the Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champs, and if they beat them, because they're playing for the second seed, you got to understand, This is the Bears. They haven't been good for literally 20 years.
Yeah.
Well, so I guess since 2010. Well, 2018, really.
The cast on there was really good too. It was Sarah Snook.
Why'd you stop me from my Bears discussion?
Has nothing to do with All Her Fault.
Yeah, but it's boring me.
But it had
Sarah. What you're talking about.
It had Sarah Snook from what's that show? Succession. She was the sister in there. Dakota Fanning was in it. Michael Pena, who I love. I think Michael Pena is going to go real far. He's been like getting a lot of really good parts lately. Jake Lacey was in it. But overall, it's a wild ride. If you're looking for some kind of mystery show where the hits just keep coming, this is definitely the show for you. I will say that watching a kid, well, you don't really see the kid get kidnapped, but like the fact that the kid is kidnapped in the first 2 episodes, you don't really know what's going on. It's a little hard to watch as a parent. It's a little scary that because a lot of what they did seemed very plausible. And I think that's what was kind of the scariest about it, was the woman asking the nanny, the one nanny asking the other nanny questions about her home and everything, or the people she worked for. And she was just volunteering information because it was something that would have come up in a casual conversation between nannies, right? Oh, how big's the home? Oh yeah, they, my home has all kinds of security in it, and people are volunteering information. So it was kind of crazy that that it was something so plausible. I think that's what was the most scary about it. But it was just, again, it's number 1 on Peacock for a reason. And I know people are just kind of raving about it right now.
Yeah, definitely worth a watch. Again, I would love to get the writer on the show and ask her why she thinks Vernon Hills is a desolate area.
Yeah.
And the Bears are worth a watch.
They're never worth a watch. You know that.
They're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
No, they're not.
Jeez.
Yeah. But yeah, again, there's not too much we can say about All Her Fault until, some time goes on and people have had a chance to watch it, because really talking too much about it's going to give stuff away. So
yeah.
Just go watch it. It's amazing. But yeah, that's the newest show that we were able to get through.
In Wilmette, Illinois, famous in a lot of movies. Home Alone and Uncle Buck, two of my favorite movies of all time, which happens to have the great John Candy.
Yep.
Also other movies based there. Lucas. Risky Business. Well, I don't know if that was based there, but there was scenes there. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up, especially being from the Chicago area. I do miss Chicago.
Yeah.
Except for the people and the traffic and the snow and the I like food.
Pretty much everything except the food and the Bears.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah, I guess I don't really care about Chicago.
Well, the show was.
I do love. See, whatever happened to these comedy movies? I mean, we know who made these movies, but comedy movies based in Chicago.
Yeah, it got to be pricey. It got to be pricey, is I think the issue, because I mean, this show was set in Chicago, but it was filmed in Australia, so it's cheaper for them to fly an entire crew out to Australia and film there than it is to just drive over to Chicago and film it.
That's insane. And I remember when Transformers was shooting in Chicago. I don't know how long ago that was, but like they were opening up to movie shooting in Chicago's. Never mind, we ain't gonna go into that. But like, as expensive as things have gotten, they're going to Australia. That's crazy.
Yeah,
well, because Chicago's broke, so they tax everything and they inflate all the pricing, and it's hard to do. Now, I will say, being somebody who actually lives in Chicago, I don't mind not having as many things shot here because it frees up traffic and they're not closing down all of the roads that I take. So, not that mad.
Yeah,
and I remember when the Dark Knight trilogy was shot in Chicago.
Yeah, Dark Knight trilogy. Well, wasn't the second one shot in Chicago? I think it was the second one.
I think so.
I don't think all of them were. Or maybe the first
I think the first one I know for sure had to be because they were on Wacker Drive at one point, like Lower Wacker Drive.
I don't
and the
think
second one they did too.
Was
maybe the last one
Dark
wasn't.
Knight Rises, so the last one was not, because the football field that blew up definitely wasn't in Chicago, because that was not Soldier Field. I think that was a Pittsburgh player that was in there. But why do you keep bringing it back to football?
You got football on the mind, I guess.
I do. Bears are 8-3, baby.
But yeah. So, I mean, I think it's just getting too expensive to film in Chicago. And I know that a lot of productions are doing Canada right now because it's much cheaper. Even the Ozark, that show was shot, oddly, was shot in Georgia. And I think there was a few shows at that time that were actually shooting in Georgia, but then apparently, because this happened to Swamp Thing, which was a great show, they were filming in Georgia, and then it just ended up becoming too expensive. And I think Georgia just started like launching those prices for everything up. But I know a lot of stuff is shot in Canada, like a lot of TV shows, especially. Because the WB, I think, has a lot up there.
All those CWDC shows were shot in Canada. I think Smallville was shot in Canada.
Supernatural was shot in Canada.
They went all over the place. They even went to Pontiac, Illinois.
Yeah, I remember seeing the Pontiac police car.
Yeah. It's crazy when they get close to, like, I'm in Indiana right now where I'm at. There is a rich history. I literally live close to where Charles Manson was in a mental health hospital as a kid. The popcorn guy, what's the Orbenbacher? Is from here. We've been talking about It, which I haven't watched, but the guy who played Dick in the movie The Shining, the black guy, he's from here. Steve Martin used to come here and make fun of the this is back in like 79. Used to come here and make fun of the townspeople because it's it's small town Indiana, and it'd be like 6 p.m, everything would be closed, but like the newspaper would have like deals on manure, and so he'd come and like make fun of everybody. And when The Jerk came out, he did a special screening. This is the school that Larry Bird went to, so it's crazy when you're from like small town America, but there's a lot of history connected to it. And I know I've been to a lot of places where that's not true. But Chicago area, it doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, the Blues Brothers have been there. Al Capone's been there. I'm from Gardner, Illinois, a town. They had like 4,000 people. But if you go down this dirt road, there was an old bar that Al Capone used to play cards at. It's just crazy where there's not a lot going on, but there's a lot of crazy history going on around there.
Well, and we're from a town that's it's not really small now. Like, I think it was small, 30, 40 years ago. But Marlon Brando grew up probably less than 10 minutes from us. So I think he was in Libertyville.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who else was born in? Somebody else was born in Libertyville. I seen the other day, a wrestler. But yeah, when I was a kid, a lot of those like Aurora, like I remember when you're coming from like Joliet down 59, Plainfield, Joliet to down 59 to Aurora, that was all farmland when I was a kid. And now it's, in Naperville, it's weird the way it kind of wraps around Aurora. So you come into Naperville before you come into Aurora, but it's concrete city now. And it was nothing for a while. There was like all these, stores and shopping centers and stuff like that. And there was just one house that wouldn't sell.
Yeah.
And it was just sitting there, but they'll eventually get you.
Well, and Wayne's World took place in Aurora.
And they had Woodstock in Woodstock.
Yep. So yeah, the funny thing about Wayne's World is that when they're doing scenes where they're in the cars and you see like mountains and cliff sides and stuff, it's like this was clearly shot in California and just takes place in Aurora.
Right. Yeah. There's no mountains in the Midwest. Trust me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. I think it's when he's like on his way to go break up the wedding or something in Wayne's World 2. He goes through like a tunnel in the mountain. Like, and it's supposed to be like a gag about like the FM radio going out and like the song overlaying stops. Right. But it's like that does not exist anywhere near us. Like, we are literally in a plain state.
Well, I always love on like Facebook, like you'll see something pop up where it's like, come check out the beautiful natural springs in Illinois. And I'm like, when did we get mountains?
Yeah. Maybe in like southern Illinois a little bit.
No.
Sometimes there's bots creating AI and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just amusing. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even know that like mountains were in Illinois. Or, oh, there's palm trees now? Awesome. When did we get an ocean?
Well, I mean, Lake Michigan's almost an ocean, almost a sea anyways. Might as well be a sea.
Like, if we didn't have satellite imaging right now and like we knew nothing, I would be like, that's the ocean.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, that's how big it is.
Yeah. You can't see the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the tip's right at the Shedd Aquarium.
Well, you can see Gary, Indiana from Lake Michigan. That's always a nice sight.
Well, yeah, you can see the dunes. Like I don't know if you've been to the dunes in a long time, which is beautiful, but then up on Lake Michigan, there's like gross factories and stuff like that, just kind of dirtying up the beauty, but you see the skyline right there. And it's the best skyline in the world. There's not a better skyline than Chicago.
Yeah. That's one of the best ones. When I used to work with diplomats that would come into the city and stuff, I would take them down to the planetarium because it's the best view of the city skyline from the planetarium. So I'd take them down there. I'd let them take some pictures and stuff. So they always really appreciated that.
That planetarium was fire when I was a kid.
Dude, that was like the best.
I loved like that. I don't know. There was nothing out that opened up the imagination. Like, because they had the video overhead, and then you actually felt like you were in space. I wonder if that is that still open?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
We should go there. We should go
We
to the
should.
planetarium.
We should. I actually want to take my kids there. I haven't taken my kids to any of the museums in Chicago yet.
It's a good idea. I should come up with Kenny. That's my child's name now. And
Just change
after
it
the
again.
South Park character. We should take our kids there.
Yeah, because me and my wife went to the Museum of Science and Industry years ago. It was like probably 4 or 5 years ago, probably longer than that. But we went and we took a day off of work when nobody was really there except for some of the school kids, and we had a great time. And there was like a lot of fun stuff. I think we went to go see the Christmas tree exhibit that was there. And they had a lot of like really cool stuff. And I was like, man, even as an adult, this place is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. I love the art museum. I love the aquarium. I think it has
the
some of the
aquarium's
best
cool.
in the world, some best, museums and arts in the world. I don't know if they still have it there. I'm a big fan of African art, which is weird. You wouldn't think I am. It's like basically stuff that, they made in Africa a long time ago. Some of it's dishes, some of it has like histories of the souls and stuff like that. And they had a beautiful art museum. They had a beautiful, World War II area and stuff like that. But that aquarium, I used to go to that aquarium when I was having a bad day. I would go to Chicago and just go to the aquarium and go watch the sea otters and watch the sea otters play.
It's so much fun. It's so cool.
It is.
I don't even know how we got on this topic, but yeah.
I don't know.
Chicago beauty. That's how we got on it.
The beauty of Chicago.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Chicago can be greater than it is because it is the third city. It's the Midwestern city, and you got LA for movies and then New York shooting movies. And people come to Chicago because LA and New York is saturated, like, comedians and bands and stuff like that. They move to Chicago because everywhere else is saturated. But because the economy's so shit and the leadership's so shit, they can't grow the way they need to because they can make so much money off shooting films and blah, blah. I'm sure if you live in the city, which I never would, too stimulating, I could handle it for maybe a day, half a day. I'm sure it would be annoying if I lived there and had places to get and I had my routes. But like being able to bring in industry like that would really save the city.
Yeah, I agree. And you're absolutely right. They used to do a lot in Chicago. It used to be a huge hub for movies and Second City.
Second City comedy.
Everything.
That's where the all Saturday Night Live guys came from.
Yeah,
and it's still thriving.
Oh yeah, so Second City's still doing pretty good, but
they're not getting like Saturday Night Live ain't going there anymore. They're starting to get people off the internet now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're getting TikTok stars and stuff. They got what's his name? The black guy from Kill Tony. You should watch him. He's actually pretty funny, but Saturday Night Live is just ruining him because they're trying to make him a good boy. No, he's a black guy from the street, and he's hilarious. Just like he's one of those guys that doesn't have to make a joke. Just the way he talks is funny. What is his name?
Yeah, every now and then, like I'll catch some Saturday Night Live clips on YouTube, and I'll watch those, and like some of them are still pretty good, but like you got to kind of pick and choose. And I watch on YouTube because I know they're taking the highlights, like their best stuff, and putting it on there, and that's what I'm there for. I'm looking for their best stuff, not their duds.
And I'll catch clips. I don't watch it, but I'll catch clips, and there'll be some funny clips on there.
Yeah, the 50th anniversary was hilarious. Loved it.
That was good.
Loved it. It was so good. But I mean, you also had the classics there. Like everything Eddie Murphy was in, like he stole the show.
Cam Patterson.
I was surprised, yeah, I was surprised Dan Aykroyd didn't really do any bits on there. He wasn't there.
Was he on SCTV? I know there's a Second City went to SCTV too. John Candy was on there.
Yeah, John Candy, Rick Moranis.
What's her name from the mother from Home Alone?
Catherine O'Hara.
Yes.
Catherine O'Hara, the Strange Brew guys. I love them. Take off, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. And then Christopher Guest was from SCTV. And he did all like the Best in Show, Spinal Tap, all that stuff, which was awesome.
Yeah, he's great.
I guess they're doing another Best in Show movie. Or no, yeah, I think they're doing another Best in Show and then another Spinal Tap movie.
Isn't Best in Show, don't they have what's his name?
They have Eugene Levy in there.
Yeah, Eugene Levy, Fed Willard.
Yeah. God, I'm trying to remember the other
Michael
guy.
McKean, who's one of the greats.
Yes. That's what I was thinking. That's who I was thinking of, Michael McKean. He's hilarious.
Jennifer Coolidge was in there. I don't see why she's so famous. She was Stifler's mom. Okay, that was funny. How did she get so big? Like, she is like an important Hollywood person who tells everybody that she's slept with like thousands of men or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, her acting is like, she's not convincing to me. Like, okay,
no.
Broke Girls. I guess she fit there because the acting wasn't good. It was just a stupid, raunchy show.
Yeah.
But like, I think she did okay in White Lotus, though.
She did. She was pretty good in White Lotus, and I'm not like a huge fan of hers.
Yeah.
But I thought she was actually pretty good in White Lotus. If there was something that I said she was tolerable as an actress, it was White Lotus.
I would say that's probably her best role that I've ever seen. Because the way she looked and the way she talks fit that role. Yes. I think that's like her, like, especially at her age, that was the perfect role for her.
Yeah. And you're right. I just don't know why. I don't know what the studio's seeing her, but she's become a big name, so good for her.
I guess Stifler's mom was a big deal.
Yes.
It was a big deal back then. I mean,
well, back then too, it was like not normalized as much as like, you know, the young teen hooking up with the friend's mom. Like, it was like a very like taboo thing, and like, but it was a lot of young guys' dreams when they had like friends who had hot moms. So, you know, she was an icon for that to happen.
Well, now they've got shows like, I don't know what it's actually called. I call it MILF Island, but that's from 30 Rock. But there's a show very similar to it.
I don't know.
It's like, yeah.
I'm thinking about watching the Secret Lives of Mormons or whatever it's called.
Oh, it's so good. Hold on. I can tell you all about it.
Because those Mormon women in Salt Lake City, dude, they took over like YouTube and TikTok and all that stuff, and they're all freaking crazy.
So
that's...
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say the best part about them is that they don't drink. Like, only a couple of them drink, but they very rarely drink. So like, this is all drama that has been created soberly, not like somebody got drunk and said something. Like, no, they do this shit intentionally. And the development of each of the wives over the years, like, I was just texting with one of my best friends about it. This girl, the girl Taylor, who's like the leader of Mom Talk. I mean, that girl's been through the ringer, but she is the best one on the entire show. She's no bullshit. And she's like, yeah, I have 3 kids with 2 different dads. Like, how am I going to do this? Now she's going to be on The Bachelorette. 2 of them are just on Dancing with the Stars. Like, they've really risen to fame. And you, like, the one character that I loved in the first 2 seasons, I fucking hate her now. I think that she's horrible. And they have this whole storyline about an affair. She keeps going, I had an affair. She kissed somebody else while she's married. That's not an affair. That's just, you kiss somebody.
You don't consider that affair?
No.
Do you consider that cheating?
I consider it cheating. I don't consider it an affair.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah. I would never do that. So I don't know the difference.
Yeah. There was so one of the reasons too that the Mormons have taken over like social media is because it's part of their religion to push out like their gospel or whatever it is. And apparently going on social media to do that counts. And I think they touched on that in that documentary about that crazy lady. Yeah. So that's why they're all on there.
woman do that. They're usually dancing around, prancing, or showing like their day in the life of and their family. It's one of those family extortions type of things a lot of times. Or
let me rephrase. They're not trying to push out like information about the religion or reading stories from the Bible. It's more like they're trying to draw attention to Mormonism, and their goal is to like recruit, basically. So they're on there so that people are like, oh, look at Mormonism, that looks pretty cool. But like they never make it a secret that they're Mormon, and that's kind of the point. Is they're trying to push out that this, that it exists. Come check us out. Well, like apparently that counts as part of the, because they have like, I don't know what it is called in their religion, like in ours, like confirmation, right? Like, so we have to go through all those different steps. They kind of have to do the same thing to get to that same level. Is like to graduate, they have to do so many hours of going out and advertising Mormonism.
Well, and I think that only 2 of the wives have actually gone through temple, I believe is what they call it.
That's probably it.
Yeah. So only 2 of them have, the rest haven't. And I think a couple of them even are like, yeah, we're not really into the religion. Like we were brought up this way, but we're not actually like practicing Mormon lives.
Which
now,
is crazy because isn't it because I knew a Mormon in high school, and it was a very strict, you can't go against it type of thing.
Yeah, like some of the girls are like, I don't know if I'd ever marry somebody outside of the Mormon religion, but I'd try it because like it seems like from what I can tell, a lot of the husbands, not all of them, but a lot of the Mormon husbands are very controlling and narcissistic, and it's like kind of hard to watch when you're like, do you not see like what we're all seeing here? Do you not understand that like this is not okay the way you're being treated and spoken to? And these women have become the breadwinners for the families because they get all the endorsements from TikTok and everything. And it's like they're paving their own way, but they're still controlled by their husbands. And there's a lot of talk of like sexual abuse that happened when they were within the religion more intensely. One of the wives, she in this last season, she had mentioned in the reunion that she was sexually abused while she was little. Well, she got really into it. I think at 6 years old it happened, and I think it was a family member. They won't disclose who it is. But yeah, it's crazy.
They I don't want to say that they're like known for that, but kind of. I know that they have different rules, especially because a lot of their stuff is based out of Utah, where like age of consent is like 14,
right?
Which is sick. So, I mean, it's definitely something that I know that a lot of people struggle with within that religion. But I mean, just about every religion has sexual abusers nowadays.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I will give them props though. I mean, they've done a great job. They've created this whole universe basically, and this monopoly. It's fascinating. But what I want to happen, they have this thing called dirty soda, and Adam, Sarah, and I've spoken about this because they don't drink, so they rely on caffeine, but they can't have coffee. I don't think they can have tea, so they get soda, and they add flavors and different like syrups and stuff, and it's probably 1,000 calories in one thing, and they're like these huge like fucking 80-ounce. I'm being dramatic, but huge sodas, and they go there every day. They have standalone shops. They do drive-throughs. It's called Swig. I really want to try one.
Come over sometime. Sarah makes them. It's got because they've got like
She Mormon?
No, she had one at I think it was at a wine walk or something, and then she like became obsessed because it's like like different syrups, and I think she puts coffee creamer in it. It's like I don't know exactly how she makes it. They're pretty good though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all that caffeine does affect you in some way. I can tell you that, and you can overdose on it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of myself. I've cut back a lot on my caffeine intake. I drink like maybe a cup of coffee.
It's weird. I am too. I have a cup of coffee and a cup and a half, maybe. I don't even finish my coffee. I don't know if that has to do with
No.
that medication or not, but
I used to drink like 3 or 4 like mugs of coffee a day.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
Like,
too.
yeah, I don't do that as much anymore. Also, because I'm on medication that probably supplements that.
No, you're
but-
taking cocaine. It's probably not good.
It's meth. I'm pretty sure it's meth. Okay.
It's cocaine.
But in any case, let's see. Yeah, I think we covered everything from Chicago to Mormonism.
It's usually how it goes.
Did you guys? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say Dancing with the Stars finale is on right now, so I will report back to you guys next week about my thoughts because I know you care deeply.
We're so excited.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You can hear by our voices. Did you guys watch the 5th episode of Welcome to Derry?
No, I'm still on. I haven't watched the last 3. I'm going to Steve's tomorrow. We will catch up.
I did not.
Did you see it, Rick?
I did not watch it. I was thinking about it. I just been playing Marvel Rivals. I don't know. That's just what I've been doing. I feel like I'm going to have a hard time watching it. I think because I don't really care for the gore.
Yeah.
So I don't. Yeah, I just like.
I think episode 4 to me was like the goriest one so far with what happened at the end. Episode 5 didn't really have any gore in it. But Pennywise the clown did show up, so they satisfied that box for me. They checked that box. And it was good. And Bill Skarsgård is, of course, he's Pennywise in it. And we all knew he was coming back to play that character. And he did just as good a job as he did in the movies. And it was so creepy the way he was. And because so the premise of this episode is the military guys go down into the sewers to try to find the pillars that they learned about. So they go down to the sewers to try to find them. And Pennywise obviously does not like people coming into his home and starts messing with them, and starts going after like their fears and, killing them basically. But there's some creepy ass stuff that goes on in this one. Again, not much gore, but a lot of creepy stuff.
See, I can deal with that. No, well, that's what I'd rather have. I'm more of a psychological horror type of person.
Yeah, there wasn't. Like I said, there wasn't really any gore. They did have one of. I can't even spoil it for you guys. I'm not going to spoil it, but they did have some. They did have some interesting stuff, and Pennywise was definitely in full force, going after a little bit of everybody. You got a little bit more of the lore behind it. So it was good. I thought episode 5 was good, and I think it was finally paying off the buildup of the first 4 episodes. So, yeah, I mean, and then it felt like the It movies.
All right. Well, I will catch up tomorrow when I am done working and report back.
Well, good. Hurry up because I'm tired of talking about Welcome to Derry all by myself.
Yeah, no, it's just, you know what, Adam? It's been a rough couple of weeks. I've been very busy. And, I don't have the subscription, so I have to wait.
Sure.
I'll catch up. I didn't even watch Door Company, which is actually a really easy watch.
Chair Company?
Or the
Chair Company?
I don't know, the Door Company.
The Door Company.
The Chair Company.
The spinoff from the Chair Company.
Huh?
The spinoff from the Chair Company.
Yeah, the Door Company. That's like the paper, which I kind of stopped watching that too. Speaking
I didn't bother.
Peacock, as you watched earlier, didn't they raise the price on that?
Did they? I don't know if they did. I'd have to look at my bank statement
because they were raising the price.
I'd have to look at my bank statement and see.
Yeah, they raised it to $10.99 a month and premium plus $16.99. And I was like, I'm not doing this Netflix keeps raising the price. I'm paying for YouTube TV because I have to watch, football and wrestling. I got Disney, Hulu, some of the Max and Paramount I get from other memberships, then Amazon. And streaming was supposed to make things cheaper.
Yeah.
It is not. And I'm just about to be like, I'm going to pick one and stick to it.
Yeah. So I bundle. We have the Hulu, Disney, HBO Max bundle, and I think it's like $33 a month for all three of those. And then we have Paramount Plus because we have the yearly Walmart subscription that's like $50, so we can get deliveries. So I think Netflix and Peacock, I think, are the only two that that are just standalone that we pay for. But it's still like, we're upwards of about $70-$80 a month in streaming services.
Right. And Netflix, I'm probably, if they raise the price again, I'm done with them.
I know. I'm so sick of them raising the prices, and they don't even really have that much that I like to watch on there. So, like, and new stuff anyways. Like, I'm kind of like, if I want to watch a movie that's on Netflix, I can probably rent it for $2 and watch it instead of paying, $20 a month. So,
I mean, if there's a movie I really want to watch, yeah, I can rent it. Sometimes it's expensive. I mean, sometimes it's like $5, which is cheaper than, $20 a month.
And that's like newer movies too. Those are like $5-$6 for rent. But
if you get them fresh out of theater, they're like 20, 25, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so the only thing I'm holding on to Netflix for right now, there's two things actually. Number one is Stranger Things season 5 starts tomorrow, I believe.
I will be watching.
I have to finish that. And the other reason I have it is because Paw Patrol's on there. So.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch that because
gotta watch Paw Patrol.
Everett is on there, and he's probably the best. He's a good boy.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta love the pups.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have children, as we know, so I am not subjected to watching that trash.
Children? What do children have to do with Paw Patrol? We just love watching it. We should do a weekly update on.
See a new episode of Paw Patrol?
Yeah, I tried watching an episode with my niece, and I was like, "What is this trash? I can't do it." And then she was watching. What's the pig? There's like a pig.
Peppa Pig?
Yes. And I thought
Pig.
Wasn't there a bunch of like underlying sexual things going on in that? Like there was like a whole
probably.
There's like a ton of subliminal messages that were found in it. And I'm watching it with her and I'm like, don't watch this. Like if you're gonna do it, just like let's watch Mormon Wives.
Was she doing that at Mom and Dad's house?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, well, I guess, that would be the only time. Because we don't let her watch Peppa Pig here. And the only reason is because we heard a horror I call it a horror story, but it's like a parental horror story of one of our friends' kids like was watching it a lot. And then came up to her mom and was like, "Mama, can I have a tomato?" And I was like, "Hell no, we're not having no little British kids in here." So she doesn't get to watch that.
You got against Pip.
Just don't want her picking up bad habits.
She was so intense. It was like one of those things where I walked in and I was like, "Come on, let's go do this." And she's staring at the TV, did not acknowledge me. Like it is just like she's hypnotized. And I'm like, this show sucks.
Well, it's because she never gets to watch it here. So like when she was at grandma's, she got to sit there and watch it.
Yeah. I think it was on Halloween.
Stop abusing the children.
Yeah.
I do want to mention in like 2 weeks, Dick Van Dyke will be 100 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I was just watching an interview on him. And he was talking about, Mary Poppins and the kids and all that stuff. At 100 years old, he says that 100 years old, his brain's good and he's feeling no pain. And he looks good, too. And he said because I'm pretty lazy. I don't do much. He's like, the only thing I could think of is I never like let hate take over me or anger take over me. That was good advice, but like, man, he has 1925 is when he was born. That's insane. I mean, Betty White went on for, ever too.
Mel Brooks turns 100 in June.
Mel Brooks too, and he's still working.
He looks good too. For like 100, he looks pretty good.
Yeah, where are they getting these child blood?
Yeah.
And
yeah. Well, and have you seen Dick Van Dyke's, I think it's his girlfriend.
I'll mark that clip because they might take the episode because Hollywood doesn't want us to know. Or just bleep out the blood part. People understand.
Yeah. But yeah, Dick Van Dyke's girlfriend, I can't remember. We'll say she's not 100. I'll tell you that much right now. I want to say she's like in her 40s or 50s. And, she probably ended up in that relationship when he was like 80 years old. And she was like, well, you know what? I'm going to hit a payday soon. And he's like, joke's on you, bitch. I'm going to outlive you. Like, she is like, that's crazy.
Silver age. She's 54.
54. Okay.
But
yeah.
They got married in 2012. So she was 42. She was my age, which I am going to be 43 in like 4 days. But yeah, she married, let's see. So that was 13 years ago. So Dick Van Dyke, so he was like 87 when he got married.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I saw something about it and I was like, Jesus. I was like, and she's like, oh, I love you so much and everything. And you look at him like, yeah, his mind's all there and stuff, but he's still, he's still kind of a wrinkly old man.
The body gives out.
But I guess, the heart wants what the heart wants, right?
Well, first of all, some women do have like a grandpa.
They do. Thing. They like older men.
Yeah.
No, literally like, it reminds me of my grandpa. That's why I like him.
Yeah.
I have heard that. I forget what else I was going to say. I was going to say something else important too. Oh, didn't Bill Murray date someone in their 30s a couple of years ago? He was like 74 and he dated a younger girl.
Oh, probably. But who doesn't want to date Bill Murray?
Yeah, I would date Bill Murray.
Seems like a cool dude.
Yeah.
It doesn't say Kellis. But like, it's somebody that you wouldn't see him. They don't look like they would date. I mean,
yeah.
But he's a random person.
Huh?
He's a random person. So, you expect the unexpected.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm thinking, though, that some of these guys are really smart and they're not necessarily, yes, they're younger, but I don't think they're necessarily dating for looks. Not that this person isn't attractive at all. I really think sometimes like this, it's people they really get along with. Of course, if you are dating someone 30, 40 years younger than you, you know that she's most likely not going to die before you. So that's always a good thing. So
that's true.
You're going to have somebody at your bedside.
Huge benefit right there.
Yeah.
Like, it was Woody Allen, I think. He married a stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started. Dude, there are people that will fight and to defend Woody Allen. It's freaking insane. Like, just go on X and then just like post something about Woody Allen being a groomer. You will get people mad at you and arguing with you and then like listing like a bunch of facts. Like, it's not true because of this. And I just mess with them. Just like, I don't really care. Because I mean, they've been married for so long. Does it even matter anymore? I mean, it does matter, but like, it's really weird. I don't know.
I could see you on like a Saturday afternoon just being like, I'm kind of bored. Time to hit the Woody Allen Reddit board.
Oh yeah.
Like-
oh yeah.
Just
It's
like
fun.
going at him like, here we go.
It's just fun seeing some of the mentality of these people, you know.
Mhm.
The Disney people, you know, the Disney adults and stuff like, not that I have anything against Disney adults because I'm a child. I got an X-Men shirt and I got signed Funko Pops behind me. But the way they defend that their lifestyle and these people, like even if it's not true, why do you care so much that you're on X waiting for someone to post about Woody Allen with this big thing of facts available for you to, because you didn't just type that out. You have that copied somewhere where you can copy and paste it. You're waiting for that argument. And it's like, ooh, game time. Waiting my whole life for this. It's so weird.
That's the other side, is that those people are trying to fuck with people, you know, that are actually believing. So you guys are just fucking with each other.
They might,
Nobody
they
actually
might just be fucking with me. That's true. Because it's like, I
think that's funny.
like they're nuts.
Rick's on a Saturday afternoon, like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with the Woody Allen people, and then there's like the Woody Allen people sitting there like, I'm gonna fuck with these other guys.
The anti-Woody Allen people.
It's just like nobody really believes what they're not necessarily they don't believe what they're saying, but
What
nobody
if there's
cares
Bill
that
much.
Cosby
Yeah.
defenders out there? I want to fuck with the Bill Cosby defender. That's what I really want to
I'm
fuck
sure
with.
there are.
Let us know how that goes.
There's people who will defend those weirdos all the time.
There really are. And it's, you know, I mean, look at like everything that's going on with politics. You have people defending like some of the craziest shit out there. There's still people defending Brandon Johnson in Chicago as the mayor. And he's been like, I think he's worse than any of the other mayors we've had. Like we had that big teen takeover.
Aurora University, baby.
Is that where he went?
Yep. That's where I
Oh.
got my master's.
Well, he like, you know, we had the big teen takeover for the tree lighting this weekend, and the 14-year-old boy got shot and killed, and I think he was a part of it. And the mayor's like, you know, it's an isolated incident, or the girl who got set on fire on the blue line, it's an isolated incident. Well, if it's an isolated incident, how did this man get arrested 74 times before this happened and let go? I don't think it's isolated anymore. But he's just letting it go. He's like, no, it's fine. It's fine. Worst fucking mayor we've ever had. I will stand by that. Like, I didn't think it could get worse after the last one.
Because Beetlejuice is pretty bad too. I'd say she was worse. Like she, like they had riots going on, and she's like, leave them alone. But then once they're in her neighborhood, she's like, I have the right to peace. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, Brandon Johnson's pretty bad, but she, I don't know, something. Maybe it's just because she looks like a Batman villain. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. We have not had strong mayors in that city.
No, it's just like, all right, what's the next? What is it like in the apocalypse? Like everything keeps happening. Like, what was it? We had COVID, then we had the giant, what were they, like beetles or something?
The murder hornets?
The murder hornets. It's like, all right,
yeah.
What's the next one?
Did anything happen with the murder hornets? I never seen one.
I just saw the other day someone was killed by murder hornets, but I think it was like it was like southeast U.S. I want to say it was Georgia, but I could be wrong.
We do have snow owls in
Georgia's
Chicago.
got the, you've been to Fort Benning. Georgia's got the crazy bugs, the cow ants. Stuff. You would love these. These are like giant furry ants. And when they bite, they like literally put their whole body into it and their butt like shakes.
Ew.
Yeah.
So this is what I was afraid of happening to me in Fort Benning. Because, we slept in the woods. We slept on the ground. I was afraid of a cow ant. That's what I was afraid of. I did not. I will fuck with a hornet before I fuck with a cow ant.
Ew.
Oh yeah, it was the they had the wild boars, the fire ants, the cow ants, the what were the spiders? Were they brown recluse? I don't remember. But in any case, yeah, there was a lot of really nasty bugs down there.
Ew.
Yeah.
Here you go.
No, he's going to share a picture.
No.
All right, Steph, describe what you're seeing right now.
I'm seeing what looks like almost a wasp, and it's got red dots, and oh my God, that doesn't even look real. It looks like CGI.
Yeah,
Ew.
those are hanging out in Georgia, and like it's not well known. Like I've never heard of it before or after. But when you go, maybe it doesn't exist at the Fort Benning, Georgia. Maybe it's like a secret army experiment.
Yeah. I think there's something too about like where you live, you're just comfortable with the wildlife there. Cause I feel like everywhere outside of Illinois has like a lot of animals that I'm just not interested in ever seeing. You know, like you look at Australia and people are just like, oh yeah, that monkey will like tear your face off and eat it. It's not a big deal. We have them everywhere. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Or the spiders that like create the webs, and it's just all webs and spiders. Like when you're walking down the road, I forget, like it's a whole like seasonal thing.
And none of them give a shit. And it's like, no, you need fire. Lots and lots of fire.
Yeah. Like I see a spider in here and I'm like, I'm moving.
Yeah, but again, I think it's just like environmental. Like people in Georgia probably grew up like, yeah, these little fire ants here, like they're not that big a deal, or cow ants, they're not a big deal. And it's like, well, dude, like I've never seen them before. They look terrifying. I'm not interested.
I didn't learn what a chigger was until I went to school in Carbondale and we were out fishing. Yeah, well, I never saw them. They just burrowed into my skin, and then somebody's like, oh, the reason it itches is because they're moving around, and I freaked out. I'm like, what is this? And my boyfriend was from Mattoon, so he's like, oh, those are chiggers. I'm like, well, I'm sorry, what? And I was like, is that a derogatory term? Like, what are we saying here? He's like, no, you just go sit in the bathtub and you suffocate them, or you put some nail polish over them. I'm like, we don't have this up in Chicago.
No.
We have mosquitoes.
I used to get them all the time in the field. Oh my God. Like my ankles were just like torn up, and I would scratch so much, I would like scratch my skin off.
Yeah.
Yeah. One time when I don't know where I was at, but I had to pull over like on an exit on a highway, and I'm wearing flip-flops, and I got out and I'm standing in the grass and I'm feeling this burning all around my ankle. I look down and there's just a swarm of fire ants coming up my leg, like a ton of them. Oh my God, that was horrifying.
Yeah,
because those
fire ants
stick around too.
Yeah, fire ants will take down a cow.
Yeah, they
like
bit
as a
me.
Swarm.
A ton of them has bitten me, and it did not feel good. I'll tell you that.
We had a guy. Where was it? I want to say we were in Tennessee. Yeah, I think we're in Fort Knox, and we had a guy who, when he slept at night, like because we set up camp and at night he slept on a fire ant hill, and his entire like midsection was all bit up, and like the next day, like he had to go to the infirmary because he was like throwing up from all the poison he got.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like no joke. Like if you get like one, it's just like annoying and itchy, but like yeah, their poison can like just debilitate you.
Fire ants are a type of genus Solenopsis, and there are 200 different breeds of them.
They're disgusting.
200 different breeds.
I mean, Adam, do you remember we were playing poker at your house and I was convinced that Bella had fleas because my ankles, Rick, I mean, I texted Adam, I go, I think Bella has fleas. My ankles and my feet had welts on them. Like it was so itchy. I didn't stop. He's like, nobody else has them. Bella doesn't have fleas. We give her flea intake medicine. And I'm like, no, she has to. Like, that's it. I still don't know what it was, but I'm so sensitive to insect bites that I feel like if one fire ant bit me, I'd be gone.
They could have just been gnats and stuff. Sometimes like when I haven't sprayed the yard and I go out there and I like mow and stuff, like I'll feel them. They'll like bite my ankles and calves and
they're
stuff.
annoying. Especially if you have a scab. It's fun when you have a scab and then they're all smothering the scab. It's so fun to watch them eat your scab.
They're pretty
Ew.
gross.
Yeah,
Bugs are
I used to do that
disgusting.
as a kid. Let all the gnats
Ugh.
swarm my scab, and you couldn't even see my
That-
scab anymore because there's so many gnats on it, just eating your scab.
Oh God.
That sounds like a Rick thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. It had me intrigued. I was like, oh, cool.
Sure.
I had a thing for
Kids, don't
scabs.
try this at home. Oh.
What?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to say, what else have we been keeping our eye on?
Well, I was going to say John Cena had his last match on Raw.
Yes, I saw.
He fought Judgment Day. I haven't really been keeping up just because wrestling has gotten so fake. Like, I know it's fake. People are going to argue, oh, it's not fake. It's scripted. No, it's not a real competition. I know they get hurt, but like, it's not real. And the term for not real is fake. Okay. I love wrestling. I've been watching it since Andre the Giant got body slammed by Hulk Hogan, which I have said many times as a dear memory of mine. But he had a match, a 6-way tag match, and I watched that part with Sheamus, who's been there for, ever now, almost 20 years, and Rey Mysterio, who is highly regarded as, and Bret Hart even said this the other day, and if you get that from Bret Hart, you know you're good. The greatest wrestler of all time. Which I can totally see, dude. If you just watch a Rey Mysterio match, the dude is silky smooth. But John Cena got the win against the bad guys and stuff like that. I think they're doing one more match. I'm not sure if they figured out his final opponent or not, or if they decided they're just doing it in December, if they're going to WrestleMania. I think December is going to be his last match. But like, I think Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic Mysterio, is going to end up taking the reins as the most popular in the company, in the world. He is already a popular heel, and most of the best got popular being a heel. For those of you who don't know, a heel is a bad guy, face is a good guy. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Kurt Angle, some of the absolute greatest of all time were people that we loved to hate at first. And for whatever reason, I think Dominic, like, people love to boo him, but because it's fun to boo him. And we're all in on the joke. Kind of like when Kurt Angle came out and people would go, you suck. You suck. It was like part of the joke. We're all kind of in on that joke. And I feel like Dominic's that guy, even though he's not like a big guy or anything. He is a smooth wrestler, and he's the son of the greatest of all time, regarded by many. Other than that, like Roman Reigns, he doesn't do much. He'll come back every once in a while. Brock Lesnar's 50 years old. It's at a point where like they're just giving the airtime to the 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds. There are some up and coming people, but like, it's just that it's too controlled now. It's too scripted now. It's, it used to be back in the day, wrestlers come out and just call it in the ring. Now it's well practiced, well scripted. It's been like that for a while, but it's really just obviously like they don't even try to make a punch look real anymore. And so it's like, and then like the storyline's kind of like, there isn't like Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon anymore. You don't have any like great storylines like we used to. The Rock and Sock connection, The Rock, This Is Your Life. Mick Foley, was the highest rated segment of any show of all time, was when Mick Foley had The Rock do This Is Your Life. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's so funny. But I still have an affinity, so I check in every once in a while, but wrestling just ain't what it used to be. And I think once John Cena's gone, and yes, it's an end of an era, but it's like something's got to happen to make me excited about wrestling again. because I'm just not.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you bring up Rey Mysterio, and he's really funny in real life. So I don't know if you know who Raka Raka Ali is. It's like a group of guys who like make these videos. You've seen their videos before, I'm sure. But in any case, they did one where so Rey Mysterio goes with them to the Conjuring house, and they steal in quotes Annabelle, the doll. So like I'm sure it was like a knockoff or something, but they do a whole bit on it. It's so damn funny. And like Rey Mysterio just has this like very dry delivery of everything he says, but it's so funny to like listen to him talk.
There's been a rumor since the 1990s that Rey Mysterio slept with Jennifer Aniston.
I could see that.
He's been married to his high school sweetheart. I mean, not to say that wouldn't happen. And those wrestlers, especially in the night, I think they're a lot better now.
Yeah.
Even back in the 2010s, because that leak of Paige, who was she had they had a movie made about her. The Rock produced it. What was that?
Oh, really?
Yeah. But she had a conspiracy because she got leaked with a threesome. But like you listen to some of those wrestlers' stories back in the 80s and 90s, even some like weirdly, I wouldn't say dark, but weird stuff about Andre the Giant and stuff like that. Like, you might as well be in the army because you see the weird shit in the army, but I feel like wrestlers take it times 10.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, when you were that big of a celebrity, when everybody was into wrestling like back then, I'm sure they could pretty much go and do whatever they want.
Fighting with family, and it starts, what's her name? She's the Black Widow now.
Scarlett Johansson?
No, the other one. Sister. Florence Pugh.
I watched that movie. That was actually a very good movie.
Most wrestling movies are. I'm going to tell you, Steph, I think you'd even enjoy it. Wrestling has a very rich and interesting history. To go down that hole, like I can sit and just watch the history of wrestling. What was that movie that came out a couple years ago?
Was Zac Efron?
Yeah, Zac Efron.
Iron Claw.
Claw. We knew that family was a tragedy. But like that movie, I think a lot of people didn't. I really liked it. Like, even though like Jeremy Allen White was Kerry Von Erich, and he did not play he did not look. Kerry Von Erich is a giant white gorilla who was missing his foot. But like the actual movie, like it really painted a good picture of what the father was like, the way the kids were trying to please the father, and just like they were superstars. They weren't Kerry Von Erich ended up in WWF for like a little bit, but like everybody knew them, even though they weren't on the main company, even though back in the day NWA was still pretty big, but WWF was taken over at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I have really enjoyed the wrestling movies. And, when I was younger, my friend Britt and I used to watch wrestling like together and got into the whole Total Divas thing. And so I started like learning more. So I know more than you might be surprised. But, Steve's a big wrestling fan. So like he puts on everything and kind of like coaches me on, who's who and what's what. And it is interesting when I watch Iron Claw and I asked him about it, and he's like, it's even more fucked up than what they put in the movie. Yeah. He's like, but it was pretty accurate on the story.
Ric Flair was not accurate.
Oh, I don't know about
the actor who played Ric Flair. Horrible.
Really?
No offense to the actor who played Ric Flair, but no, don't do that again. That was terrible, because Ric Flair is not something you can screw up. I had the privilege of meeting him. I got a picture over here with Him and Sting over here.
I just saw Sting on Sunday. Sting's another one, a 74-year-old man who's still kicking. Played.
Yeah.
He retired. He had his
Sting?
retirement match like 2 years ago.
Oh, I was like, yeah. I don't know if we're talking about the same Sting.
Yeah. I don't think you are.
I don't think so either.
I think you're talking about singer Sting.
Yeah.
No, the Police never wrestled.
That's I didn't know if you meant like Ric Flair and Sting were like
Roxanne.
chilling and hanging out. That was his ending
I'm sure they
song,
did.
by the
I'm
way.
sure Sting and Sting hung out.
Yeah.
There was always that joke about Sting the wrestler and Sting the singer.
Well, Sting the singer put on a great show in Gary, Indiana.
Well, thanks for taking our conversation to somewhere else that had nothing to do with anything. I'm just joking.
And the Bears are 8-3.
Paul McCartney's touring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he was
He
just in
played
Chicago. I wish I would have known.
Yeah. I didn't know either. He played the UC last night.
I know. I wish I would have known. I would have. I wouldn't have. I'm not spending money on people anymore. I'm not going to a wrestling show. I'm not paying $500 to go to a Bears game. I am not paying you people. You do not need that much money. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous.
So
yeah,
Still
it's
lover.
ridiculous how much some of the stuff costs. But we were me and Sarah, we went to the Pentatonics concert last year, and we had a blast. And we didn't go this year, but we were talking about maybe next year we'll go and take our daughter with us, because we it's Christmas time. So I've been playing that stuff on the on Spotify and everything. So but we had such a good time, and I don't think it was that bad. We didn't have the best seats, but I think between the two of us, it was like $120, which was not bad for a concert.
Yeah. Wait, I got a real question. Is Hugh Jackman back yet?
No, he comes on Friday.
Okay.
Hugh
Comes on
Jackman.
Friday.
He was in
Hugh
Monk.
Jackman. Hugh Jackman is my daughter's elf on the shelf.
She named
So
him.
when she named him. So we were like,
I was
"What do you
gonna
want
say, He
to?"
was in Muncie, Illinois the other day. They were making a big deal out of it. Yeah, his girlfriend, who's an actress, teaches an acting class at Ball State.
Yeah. Well, we started the elf on the shelf last year, and Reagan got to name him, and she called him. She decided she wanted to call him Hugh Jackman. So we said, "Okay." So that's
So-
the name of our elf.
We've already used Hugh Jackman as a threat. I think that was back in October.
Yeah, we keep saying like Hugh Jackman's coming soon. You better behave. Out of
Yeah.
context, somebody would be
Dress
like,
him
"What
up
are you
as
talking
Wolverine.
about?" Should, but she knows him from The Greatest Showman. She doesn't know him as Wolverine yet.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Hey, it's a great movie.
Tell her to shut the fuck up.
it's a pretty good
Tell
movie.
that little girl to shut the fuck up. It's Wolverine.
Yeah, but like, and at some point, I'll show her Wolverine. I'll show her all the Wolverines except for Wolverine Origins.
Yeah. Well, anyways,
We
I
can
think it's
skip that
about
one.
time we wrap it up. Any last words?
Happy holidays, everybody. Hugh
Yep.
Jackman's back.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see Hugh Jackman on Friday.
And Bears play Black Friday.
Bears play Black Friday. I can't even get those words out right now. But yes,
They're
It's a
playing
tongue
the
twister.
Eagles, right?
playing Black Friday.
Yeah. Playing the Super
So-
Bowl champs.
For
Yep.
Black Friday, we're just going to make up holidays now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great holiday.
Good
I'm
holiday.
sorry. Stop it. Stop making shit up.
People doing Black Friday it's actually like dying down now. Because nobody goes to the store anymore for anything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because now they have like Cyber Monday now, and
Yeah,
I'm
there's
not-
Cyber Monday.
I ain't
There's
going
something
to
on
the store.
Tuesday too. No,
I've seen those
Everybody-
videos. Those Black
It's like,
Friday videos of getting the TV deal.
yeah.
Man, capitalism really throwing us for a loop.
But now, even if you want to go to the store and do like a pickup order, you order it online first, and you still get the Black Friday deal, and then
Yeah.
you just go and pick it up. You don't have to wait in crazy lines anymore. We're spoiled. We are spoiled.
I don't even do that. They deliver to my house.
Exactly.
I literally do not go to the grocery store. Walmart is 5 minutes away from me, and they bring it to my house. And I don't
Yeah.
have to leave my house, and it's wonderful.
Oh, we do that for sure. It's, that's what I'm saying though, is like when I have to go shopping for everybody, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to be on Amazon, place order, shopping's done. Never had to get up.
Yeah, exactly. They just deliver it right to my front door. They're just like, bring in the ice cream soon.
Mhm.
All right, I'm good to go. Yeah, there's a delivery fee and tip and stuff like that, but it's like,
Yeah.
you're paying for delivery.
Well, and eventually they're going to have the Amazon teleporters where you're just going to have one in your house and you're going to order the thing and it's just going to show up right there in your little teleporter.
Dude, Elon Musk was going to release the Tesla bot next year. And he said he wants to be $20,000. And you know what? I guarantee you within the next couple of years, every one of us will have one. Because it will be a necessity, just like your cell phone, just like the internet. It's going to be a necessity. We are going to, I have a feeling within the next 10 years, AI's taken over, robots are running industry, and we get universal income. I'm just saying, because what else can you do? But we're not going to go down that rabbit hole because we got to end the show. We can bring that up next week. But I've been imagining I got a robot here and I'm just like, hey, go fix my carpet. Go repair my carpet. And then it repairs my carpet with the equipment can you imagine that? Like, I need you to clean out the gutters. And a robot does that. I don't know if a robot get on a roof yet, but
yeah.
They might as well. They walk like humans.
I've seen way too many movies where this just turns out bad for everybody.
Yep.
I'm going to hold off on the robots. I'm at least going to have a chance to defend myself.
I'm not worried about that. It's the fact that all these companies, not just the government, are listening to everything we are saying right now.
Oh, yeah.
I've been studying hypnosis. And for personal reasons, and
Sure.
and
you're on dating sites and learning hypnosis. Hold on there, buddy.
Now all of a sudden, I'm getting hypnosis advertisements. Like, that's not random.
No,
and I keep saying no. I do not want you to direct, but they do it anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We have so many listening devices in our house. It is what it is. That's just society now.
Don't say anything wrong because the police can look up your Alexa and listen to all your conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you would think that we would catch more of these mass shooters and stuff like that.
We ain't going to go down that rabbit hole.
That's our next
couple rabbit holes I've been going down. I'm just saying.
You're right. We should call it now.
Yeah.
Rick's starting to sundown.
Yeah.
All right, take us out.
All right. Thank you everybody for listening, and we appreciate your time. We hope to see you next week, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Oh, good.